Okay, guys, this next question is a good one, and let me just go ahead and say the question, and then I'll dive into it. Jesus said that what he does, we can also do. Do you believe you have reached that level? If so, how? If not, why not? Awesome question. First of all, absolutely not. I have not in any way, shape, or form reached the level of Jeshua, and in any way, shape, or form. Now, why not? Because my belief isn't there. My faith isn't at that level. Everything is about faith. Now, I have witnessed amazing moments of faith. I have witnessed amazing moments. People standing up out of wheelchairs. I've witnessed deaf people receiving hearing. I've witnessed just amazing manifestations. I myself, have manifested things into my life in a matter of, an hour. Things that I needed popped in within an hour. But I have never been able to have it just, magically appear, right, in the present moment. I've never been able to manifest my physical form around my consciousness. I have been able to project my consciousness and go somewhere and come back with information to prove that I was there. So I have done that, but I am in no way at the level of that, of what Jeshua was, or Buddha was, or Krishna was, or Swaminarayan was, or a myriad of others, Muhammad. I never was. I'm not at that level, but I don't think it's important for us to be at that level instantly. I believe it's important for us to have our journey and experience our time here. Now, when I talk on these videos, I come on here and I just speak my truth, and I live by that truth. That's the way that I live, by my truth. That is the way, the truth, of the life, right? I am living my truth and the way and the life. I am living that. And at some point, I have no doubt that at some point I will. But that's the belief that I haven't been able to bridge over myself, is getting to the level of realizing that I can get there yet. But I think that everybody has that. Some people are at a point in their belief where they feel completely separate, and they feel like they can't even put themselves in the same sentence with Jeshua or God, instead of even believing that they're one with God. A lot of people have that belief. So it all depends on where you are on the belief scale. And for me, in this life, my belief tells me that I am not at the point where I can do the things that Jeshua did. I can do it better than some, and I can do it not as well as some. But I have had some amazing, wonderful experiences in my life, and it was all a matter of me stepping into that enough faith to do that. But I believe the lesson. I believe greater works than I have done you will do. I believe if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can ask the mountain to move and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. I believe that's true. My limitations, as with all of us, our limitation is our belief in self, and our belief that we personally can. I talked about this in other videos. In my life, I was stripped of my self-worth as a child from a father who really did not like me, and it took a long time to have the experiences that I've had and to come to a place where I can believe in them and believe that I was worthy of them. And I don't think it comes down to actual worthiness either. I believe we all have the ability, but it's our own self-worth and our own self-worthiness that limits us from achieving, that limits us from experiencing those sorts of amazing outcomes. Our job here is to keep growing our faith, keep growing our belief, keep raising in our faith and our belief, raising it, building it. And a lot of times faith is developed just like trust. Trust is developed by results over time. You have to see things happening for your faith to grow. Now, for me, I'm very lucky. I have seen things happening And because of that, I've seen things manifest into my life very, very quickly. And so that is why I believe I've had the experience I've had, because I started with not having any of those experiences. Then I had a small one. Then I had another small one. Then I had, it came faster. Why? Because I know that I can get that. I know that I can do that. I know that Father and I are one. And I don't want to say Father. God and I are one. Father, Mother, there is no gender in God. It all comes down to our own faith in self. Because if God and you are one, the only thing that can limit you is what you are creating. And God gives you what you put faith in. And you can put faith in a lack of self-worth. You can put faith in the fact that you can't. And I think that's the greatest hurdle that we as humans will ever face, is stepping into the role, the Christed self, the role of believing that God and you are one, believing you can manifest, believing you can create. It's the belief that is creative, because when you ask God, it's not asked with questions. It's asked with declarations and belief. You get what you focus on and believe in. And if you focus on it and believe in it, then you'll get it. And it comes down to, there's this little twinge in there of, if you focus on it and you believe it, you can get it, but the twinge is, but I can't. So, and I think we all have a little level of that. And I've heard stories of Indian gurus who have done miraculous things instantaneously, who've done incredible stories I've heard from people who saw them happen. I have not witnessed them happen in this life myself, but I have witnessed miraculous things happen around me. I've seen things that people have stepped into their belief, stepped into their faith. Just today, someone put up a thing where they saw a video and they stepped into their power and they healed themselves from an injury of a fall. I forget who that was, but that's them stepping into their faith, stepping into their belief in self, that God and them are one, so that I can ask and I can believe and I can receive. And that is huge, because once you start doing those little ones, the bigger ones come much easier. The bigger ones come just as quickly, because there is no size difference in a small asking and a large asking, because it's all just energy. It's all just illusion around you. I'm sitting here in a beautiful 3,200 square foot house, right? At some point, I'll tell you the story about how this house came into my experience. Needless to say, it was miraculous. I wrote a list of exactly what I wanted in this house. And then I went to a Christmas party in this house. And the person in the house said they were interested in moving. And that's how I ended up with this house, with the woods out back and the creek and the mother-in-law suite and the room downstairs for a sewing studio and an art studio and a meditation room and 3 bedrooms and everything I've ever wanted in a house, right? And close to decent shopping, close to my son. That to me is, that's a huge manifestation of this house. But am I at the level of Jeshua? No. And someday, maybe I'll break over that barrier of belief, that barrier of faith, and I'll get there. But I'm very happy where I am right now, because I'm here, I'm present, I'm loving, and I'm doing the best I can with what I already do, what I already believe and know. And I'm just living, loving as powerfully as I can. And I say that intentionally. Living, loving powerfully, intentionally, declaring it, and being it, and walking into the world and spreading it. That is the greatest thing that I can do with where I am on my journey. Question is, where are you on your journey? Where is your faith and your belief? What things are you able to manifest into your life? Share them in the comments below so that we all can learn from you. Because that's the important part, is that we all share our stories so we can all learn and and recognize ourselves in the stories. I mean, if you don't feel like you can do anything, share that too, because I guarantee you there's other people here who feel exactly the same way. And the reason you're here and the reason they're here is because they're seeing something they want to put belief in. And so, and for me, it's all about the simplicity of it. It's all very simple. It's so simple we have a hard time grasping it. But it comes down to we have to put our own faith in it, our own belief in it. And when we do that, then we get to experience being like Jeshua, being the Christ itself. And I believe I will get there at some point. But I believe most of us will. I believe some will succumb to fear. But I believe most of us will get to that point at some point. And I think humanity is raising to that level right now. So there you go. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you go down below it right now and join in the comments section. Add a comment. Comment on someone else's. Let's get this community talking about these topics, and let's get this information out there. Also, if you really like this or you really resonate with some of the things that I'm saying on this channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and share, because this information is not about us holding it to ourselves. It's about spreading it out so we can change the perspective of the world, so people can find their own truths, and we can create a more loving world. So don't forget, like, subscribe, share, and comment. Let's get this community really growing, and that'd be great. And thank you for watching, and thank you for all your support of me. It has been absolutely wonderful. Thank you.